After so many reports talking about new car manufacturers to enter into Formula 1 world in the coming seasons, here comes Audi to confirm its entry to the F1 grid in 2026. The German manufacturer will get in Formula 1 as Sauber partner. Sauber, who are currently racing as Alfa Romeo, recently extended their partnership with Ferrari to 2025 as the main engine supplier, after a lot of rumors talking about the Swiss motorsports company to switch to Renault. Sauber's managers preferred to keep going with Ferrari, which was the team's first choice since 2010. The intention were much more for an extension after 2025. However, Audi came to end Sauber partnership with the Italian manufacturers, starting from 2026, which is the same year new engine regulations will come into force in the Swiss. So Sauber are continuing to use Ferrari power units for 2024 and 2025, but they are ending with their actual team partner Alfa Romeo at the end of the 2023 season. Big changes Sauber are doing. What is the company planning for exactly? Keep on watching, guys, we'll be revealing all for you. So Sauber, for those who don't know, is a Swiss motorsports company founded in 1970 by Peter Sauber, who progressed through hill climbing and the World Sport Car Championship to finally reach Formula 1 in 1993. Since then, the team raced under their own name until 2018. At that time, Sauber Motorsport AG renamed their Formula 1 racing team to Alfa Romeo Racing. Actually, this isn't the first time Sauber's manager signed with BMW Group manufacturer. In 2005, the team was sold to BMW and competed as BMW Sauber from 2006 to 2009. The team finished third in 2007 and second in 2008 in the Constructors' Championship and achieved their first and last Grand Prix victory at the Canadian Grand Prix during the 2008 season. The following season was the most unsuccessful for the team, so BMW decided to pull out of Formula 1 and Sauber's future remained uncertain for many months until it was sold back to Peter Sauber and granted a 2010 entry. Since then, Ferrari was the team's partner until this new partnership with Audi, the BMW Group manufacturer. Sauber Motorsports CEO and team principal Frédéric Vasseur expressed his deep satisfaction after this step and described it as his team's best choice for the future. Vasseur believes his team will be able to race for the front positions all along with Audi. The partnership between Audi AG and Sauber Motorsport is a key step for our team as we continue to make progress towards the front of the grid. It's the best option for the future, and we are fully confident we can help Audi achieve the objectives they have in Formula 1. On the other side, Oliver Hoffmann, head of the technical development at Audi Sport, declared that his team isn't entering Formula 1 for fun. Hoffmann stated that his team is actually having a Formula 1 project. He expressed his excitement for the new experience in his company is lunching with Sauber, describing them of an experienced and a competent partner. We are delighted to have gained such an experienced and competent partner for our ambitious Formula 1 project. We already know the Sauber Group with its state-of-the-art facility and experienced team from previous collaboration and are convinced that together we will form a strong team. As previously mentioned, Audi and Sauber's partnership will start in 2026 just with the application of the new rules. These new rules include manufacturers agreeing to abandon the complex motor generator unit from the hybridized and turbocharged V6 engines. They will benefit from an extra testing time and a larger spending allowances. Audi have already started working on its own engine near to its Ingolstadt headquarters. Powertrains will have a substantial increase in power from the electrical side with the 2026 regulation changes. Audi predict that the electric motor will produce a similar amount of power as the 1.6-liter turbocharged engines. Audi also set a condition for its entry requiring that these engines must be running on a sustainable fuel. Audi has also more plans to apply in Formula 1 after providing a mock-up 2022 specification Formula 1 car in the brand's presumed livery. The German manufacturer is setting its audience base as a priority and intending to rise its broadening audience base in Formula 1, saying that Formula 1 is statistically having more fans all over the world and more young ones too, and Audi will try to take advantage of this too. In 2021, more than 1.5 billion TV viewers watched the races. Formula 1 is popular in key markets such as China and the USA, and the trend continues to rise, even amongst young target groups. Ross James Brown, the British Formula 1 managing director and technical director who worked previously with Mercedes, Ferrari, and other Formula 1 teams and knows how things go on track, predicted a successful partnership between Audi and Sauber. Talking to F1Insider.com, Brown evaluated both companies' deal as a great combination and sees a recipe for success emerging. However, Brown believes Audi must be careful and know exactly the way to combine its technology with Sauber's knowledge of the Formula 1 races and tracks. Otherwise, they will both face a bad experience like Toyota. Toyota entered Formula 1 in 2002 with its own established team and couldn't achieve a major success until 2009, where they had their best performance during the following year, having Tomo Glock's P2. So Braun believes Audi must analyze very well Toyota's experience in Formula 1 and take lessons to avoid making the same errors. Thanks to the combination with an existing team, they can be very successful. You can also go the wrong way. Remember Toyota. They didn't succeed because they didn't take knowledge from an existing team and combine that with their own technology. But it is precisely this mix that is so important. Braun has also mentioned his own experience with Mercedes, saying that the Brackley squad did very well buying a team with a long history in the sport, then adding their technology to the team's knowledge made of Mercedes' entry to Formula 1 a great experience and allowed the team to dominate the sport for several years. Mercedes did well. The team bought a team with a long history, Tyrrell, Barr, Brown GP. Together with Mercedes technology, that became a great combination. Though the bride didn't expect this partnership to be a successful one, Braun praised Sauber's technical staff and engineers and believes they worked very hard to get the level they have now. Braun added that Sauber has always been competitive and believes they would be a strong and dynamic partner. They were very close to great success. Sauber has a good people and a good factory. You can't build something like this overnight. Sauber also has a good wind tunnel. We also use that to construct the current regulations. Actually, Volkswagen Group is intending to have more of its companies in Formula 1 this decade, so Audi's entry may not be the only one. Porsche managers are also thinking to re-enter the sport as an engine manufacturer. Recent reports talk about contacts and calls between the German sports car maker and Red Bull to establish a partnership. However, it seems like discussion couldn't get to a deal satisfying both sides, declaring that an equal footing could not be achieved. But Porsche isn't stopping here. The German manufacturer says they will continue to look at entering the sport. What do you think about the German manufacturers entering Formula 1 world in the coming years? Do you think, guys, this will improve the competition and bring on more excitement to the game? We will get maybe to see new champions and less classical dominating teams like Mercedes or Red Bull. All the experience Mercedes and Red Bull having will give them an advantage over the others. Tell us about your opinion in the comment section down below. Drop a like if you find our content informative. Subscribe for more Formula 1 news and analysis. That was all for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. See you next time.